Welcome everyone to our guest of honor, Mr. Ang Pao Chiu, our speakers, Mr. Shadab Tayabi, Ms. Eelee and Dr. Lilian Koh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the IFTC 2022 concluding ceremony. I am Edward.
And I am Kenny, and we will be your MCs for today. Today will be the concluding ceremony for the Inter-School Fintech Challenge 2022. Our agenda today will include speeches from various distinguished guests across organizations in Singapore. This will then be followed by the award ceremony for the various categories of IFTC, the IFTC Challenge Problem, the People's Choice Award, panel discussion awards, and finally, the top participating schools.
Without further ado, we would now like to invite our guest of honor, Mr. Ang Pao Chiu, the Principal of National Junior College, for his opening remarks. Mr. Ang, please.
Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Thank you, Edward and Kenny. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dr. Lilian Koh, founder and chair of Fintech Academy, Mr. Shadab Tayabi, and colleagues, friends, and students from all the various schools. Thank you for joining this competition. I have learned a lot about Fintech recently. I tried to learn about it. People of my generation, I hope I'm not summarizing for everyone, are very new to this area. For a person like me, what I know about Fintech is basically I use the DBS app. You know that now you know I'm with DBS and do whatever transactions I need to do. Beyond that, honestly, I know nothing about Fintech. For people of your generation, I'm talking about the students, not people around my age or slightly older. You live in a world of technology which is so very different from the world I lived in. When I was young, right, I've often told this story. A cup of coffee was 10 cents. 10 cents, huh? Now, a cup of coffee in a coffee shop, they have recently raised prices. It's probably, the cheapest will probably be about 120 to 130. And sometimes when I think about it, how could the price of coffee over maybe the last 40 to 50 years increase by so much? And then the simple answer, of course, is inflation. And as I said, beyond that, I do not know that much about Fintech. So I would like to thank Dr. Lilian Koh for suggesting to have this competition. I think it is very useful. It is also about having all of you understand the world we are living in, a very different world, as I said, from my time. And more importantly, to be able to think about what resources such as money or finance, which you will have to manage in your future years. I'm talking about the younger generation again, and how important it is for you to be able to manage these resources well. That's how I see Fintech, right? A way of managing your resources. And how do you therefore, using the knowledge that you have, help others also to manage this very important resource? That's how I see it in terms of what you can do after having gone through this competition. Once again, right, I would like to thank all of the participants, and more importantly, those of you who are speaking and helping us to learn a lot more about what is going on in this world with regard to Fintech. What I have learned again from the Russia-Ukraine crisis is that there's a way of sanctioning Russia, not by sort of sending arms and so on to Ukraine, but to, in a sense, sanction them by not allowing them to access financial resources. So we learn new things like SWIFT, how money is being transferred, how money could be blocked, how financial resources could be hidden. And I think all of this are part and parcel of learning what Fintech is all about. So thank you very much again, Dr. Lilian Koh, for organizing this and helping our students to learn about this very important, I would say, resource and how to better manage such resources. And congratulations to all students who have participated. It's not about winning a prize, it's about going through the experience and learning from this experience why this is so important for you and for you to help others in future. Thank you very much. And I look forward to listening to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ang. Up next, we'll have remarks from Mr. Shadab Tayabi, the president of Singapore Fintech Association, who has been supporting IFTC in the last few months. Mr. Tayabi, please.
Thank you, Kenny. Good morning, everyone. My first question is, can you all hear me clearly? Say a thumbs up if you can. Okay, great. Thank you. Edward, thank you very much. Mr. Ang, Dr. Lillian, and Eelee, my colleague in the Singapore Fintech Association as well. Thank you, everyone, for having me here. Let me give you a very good reason why I am here first, before I go on to talk about the fintech ecosystem. It's been, and that will probably give you a bit of an idea of how old I am. It's been 22 years since I left the campus, which is being reflected on Mr. Ang's background. And it was the first time I went to a school in Singapore. So just to be very clear, I wasn't born in Singapore, but my first entry point in the academic system was NJC. So I still hope that you all still sing that. Of course, our college anthem. The other day I was just humming it as well. But there was this call sign we used to have, NJC Kamama, Ule Ule Aha. I don't know whether that's still there. So very happy to see a thriving new generation of NJCians, and very glad to be here. So I would like to really talk about a couple of things which I think are important for some of us on the call to sort of think about. Most importantly, I think let's talk about the aspect of us leading the next generation of the industry leaders and business leaders in Singapore. So I'm very glad to know that this program, the IFTC program that has been run, it has been run very successfully, and the teams have collaborated, the teams have competed, and overall now we have winners. But like Mr. Ang said also, it's not about winning or losing, it's about the journey. It's about the journey that matters the most. And I will also highlight that continuous learning is what we are all after. So just to put some context on the fintech landscape first, in my opinion, and take you through a bit of an understanding of the system as well. So the Singapore Fintech Association, we are the national industry association, but we represent the overall fintech landscape in Singapore. Currently, there are about 1,400 fintech companies in Singapore, operating out of Singapore on multiple segments in the fintech landscape. So we have the largest number from the payments and remittances segment. We have companies which are very much concentrated on wealth technology and the specific investment technology systems. We have companies working on the lending, securities, crowdfunding as well. And of course, we have companies which are very focusing on RegTech and InsurTech as well. So to highlight on some of the points that Mr. Ang mentioned, of course, DBS Payla is a payments fintech in a way. And there are, of course, many competitors out there like Google Pay and so on. The idea of fintech came because everybody realized that the idea of fintech came because everybody realized that there was an element of the financial services which was not touching the broader masses, and there were inefficiencies that could probably be taken care of. So fintech, basically financial technology, came to remove these inefficiencies, and some of these companies actually went into business models which are actually not just disrupting the landscape, but also enabling these financial institutions as well. In fact, I work for a financial institution myself. Now, for us to continue growing this fintech landscape, it is very, very important that we build the future business leaders of the fintech talent pool as much as possible. And that is where I think it's very important. It's key that you all understand how important you are to the whole ecosystem right now, especially the ones who have actually shown interest already and are looking to take the plunge easier quickly. So one of the key areas that I am and our FinTech Association is focused on is building that talent pool and the growth of the talent pool of the FinTech talent in Singapore. So you are one key part of that. Please continue to push your own limits. Please continue to learn, innovate, and most importantly, collaborate amongst yourselves to grow your, I would say, expertise, but more importantly, continue growing your curiosity. That is something which I would really urge all of you to keep thinking every other day. It's very important for us to have that mindset that we need to learn something new every other day. The moment we keep that in mind, it becomes easier for us to not see learning or new challenges that come to us as really a challenge, but an opportunity. It's always about something new that comes up, and then you learn. Like Mr. Ang also, I mean, you said that to you fintech is new, but in the end, you are putting the effort to learn more about fintech. I would say the same applies to all of you. And being an NJCN myself, and being in your shoes, a few years ago, I would say few. 22 is few only. I can easily say that we all have different, I would say, ambitions and things in our minds, but the most important thing that is common across all of us is that curiosity to learn. Be eager to find out more about, let's say, a new technology that's coming up. Feel free to take the plunge. So I would leave you with 3 C's, like everyone else does nowadays, in terms of leaving you with some letters. One is continuous learning. Don't ever think that you have graduated from NJC and then you'll graduate from university or other educational institution, that you are done with your learning. Continuous learning is the key to move forward. Take calculated risk. I will highlight that most importantly here. We as Singaporeans and the future business leaders need to be ready to take calculated risks. You cannot rest at the laurels of where we have been or where we are at the moment. It's all about thinking about what's new, what are the possible opportunities. There is always risk in everything, but make sure you take calculated risk, but take the plunge. Don't think about all the possibilities of how things can go wrong and don't take a plunge. That's the second one. That's my second C. And I'll finish with the third C, which is also very, very important. Find a common ground to collaborate with your peers, with your seniors, with your teachers, with your mentors, with your industry leaders. Always find a common ground to collaborate. Nobody can win the world on their own. It has to be based on finding people who you can build alliances with and build your career and your experiences with. So please always look for that part, common ground to collaborate. We are humans. We cannot exist in our own shells. We need to work with others in a team. Like a very clear example is Edward and Kenny starting the opening. I really loved that both voices came. We need to collaborate. We need to find ways to look at common ground and then build on it. With that, I will let you all go, but I will finish by saying congratulations to all of you who have actually put in so much hard work and time and effort into this. Please continue to learn. Please continue to push. Please continue to take calculated risk and always look for ways to collaborate. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Mr. Tayabi. We will now have the Hall of Fame sharing session, where each team participating in the IFTC Challenge Problem will share one sentence that describes their journey in IFTC 2022. This sentence can capture your learning experience and possible setbacks that you face as you work towards your challenge problem. Once the team before you is done, you can continue by unmuting and sharing your own sentence. The team leaders of each team will be in charge of sharing the sentence. And if the team leader isn't present, then one of the team members will have to do so. We will go in the order shown in the slide. So we will start off with VJC Team 1.
Hello, we are VJC Team 1 and we felt that this whole journey has been really fun because we got to work with one another. We got to work with each other and have a lot of fun coming out with new ideas.
Okay, what about RI Team 1?
Okay. Through this thing, we've broadened our horizons when it comes to fintech, and we've just learned so much more. Yeah.
Okay, CJC Team 2.
It was hectic to try and organize everyone's conflicting schedules to work together, but by the end it worked out and I'm proud that we managed to pull through.
Okay, NJC Team 2.
This is NJC Team 2. So the journey was actually really enriching and it really opened our eyes into like new areas that we really didn't know about. Like new areas that we didn't learn in school, for example, like for fintech. Thank you.
Okay, DHS Team 1. DHS Team 1. Okay, appears they're not here. Okay, VJC Team 2.
It was fun learning about different aspects of fintech that we haven't really covered before. So the research part was pretty interesting.
Okay, GVJC Team 1.
Our IFTC journey was not only enlightening, but it was also fun and gave us all a new and exciting experience about entrepreneurship and financial technology.
Okay, NJC Team 1.
We really get like into the new areas that we never touched before, like the fintech area. So I think we really get a lot of insights in that area, and then we also learn some like team collaboration skills as well.
Okay, RI Team 2.
I think through this project, we have grown to be more aware of the technologies that we have always been taking for granted in our everyday life. And we are also more aware of how we can make use of different developments from different sectors to create opportunities for those who are less fortunate. And we also do believe that solutions should be complemented with financial literacy and digital security measures. Thank you.
Okay, CJC Team 1.
So through this journey, we have learned about this emerging sector, and through this project, I hope that now our team has learned how to capitalize on this financial technology sector. Thank you.
Okay, NYJC Team 1.
Yeah, it was a fruitful experience as we are able to learn many more new things, discover new problems, and ultimately come up with many innovative solutions. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, TMJC Team 1. TMJC Team 1.
It was meaningful to learn the different aspects of fintech that we have not come across before. So it gives us a deeper understanding of economics as well. Thank you.
Okay, LVHS Team 1.
I think this was an eye-opening experience, and it allowed us to learn a lot more about fintech and its users in our world. Thank you.
Okay, EJC Team 1.
Hi everyone. So I think this competition really helped us explore this avenue of fintech that we weren't very knowledgeable about, and also learn about how it can be or already be applied in our everyday lives. Though we faced many challenges throughout the journey, but I think the effort that we put in was really worth it. Thank you.
Okay, NUSH Team 1.
This experience has been very good, and it helped us better understand and appreciate fintech and such how we can apply it to countries who require more help. Thank you.
And finally, RVHS Team 2.
I think it's a really fun to learn fintech knowledge via this challenge, and given how we actually complete the task in a considerably short period of time, it's actually very fulfilling. And yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you everyone for sharing your experiences in IFTC. And we are so glad to see that all of you have learned innumerable lessons from this experience. So next up, we have Ms. Eelee, the Chief Revenue Officer at AsiaVerify. And one of our challenge problem judges, to give her remarks on IFTC 2022. Ms. Loa, please.
Thank you. Yeah. Same as Shadab. First of all, can everybody hear me clearly?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much for having me. And it has been a very happy journey working together with Edward, Kenny, Dr. Kaur. Yeah, it was a fun experience. And yes, I actually, this is the first time for me to join a contest like this as one of the judges. So it was a really interesting experience. And I'm sure all the other judges will agree with me that the judging process was not easy at all because we were genuinely impressed by the participating teams, your innovative proposed solutions, and especially your positive attitudes when challenged by the judges with all kinds of difficult questions in the real world. So I just want to take a minute to say we really appreciate the time and effort that you guys put in, and please keep up the good work. Yeah, and for me personally, I truly believe fintech creates a positive impact, and technology is here to make human lives better. And both these inclusion and sustainability topics are really big and complicated problems that I don't think anyone can completely solve them. It's an ongoing problem as we evolve. So I'm very delighted to see our participants, you all put in your thoughts together, take time to think through and tackle with the problem statements. They are not easy at all. And there's no doubt we need innovation and more support from the younger generations like you in our entire fintech ecosystem. We need more solutions to lower the barriers for the larger population and use technology to touch more lives. And lastly, I just want to share that just now, as Shadab mentioned, so other than my role as a Chief Revenue Officer at AsiaVerify, I'm also a current committee member in the Women in Fintech subcommittee. So it is a subcommittee under the whole Singapore Fintech Association ecosystem. I just want to say words cannot describe how happy I am when I see so many girls participated in this challenge. And one of our missions in the Women in Fintech committee is to bring more young women into the fintech space and supporting them if they want to move on and progress to leadership role, senior leadership role in the fintech space. So why do we want to do this? I think according to statistics, research, and also based on my personal experience, a more diverse workforce would definitely create a more positive impact and more sensible solution for outreach to the larger population. Yeah, and I like one of the teams, what one of the teams shared just now. Yes, it is a difficult problem to solve, but let's solve it and have fun at the same time. Yeah, I think it's really important to enjoy what you do and have fun. Yeah, so something like this doesn't have to be very, very serious. And yeah, you can be serious about something and have fun at the same time. I hope this is one of the takeaways for most of you in this challenge. Yep, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Loa, and all our other speakers for your insightful sharings in the realm of fintech. We sincerely hope it serves as a nice wrap-up for all the participants for their long and enriching IFTC journey, from the Learning Festival all the way to the challenge problem.
And now we have come to the moment all of you have been waiting for. We will now be announcing the awards for the various winners of IFTC 2022. And we will be announcing the awards in 3 categories: the Challenge Problem Awards, People's Choice Awards, and finally, the top participating schools.
The second runner-up of the IFTC 2022 Challenge Problem is VJC Team 1, which consists of members Harini, Vashini, and Amber Tan. A hearty congratulations to VJC Team 1. Now, we would like to invite the team to share their IFTC challenge problem experience.
Hello. I think the experience for me was quite fulfilling because I got to learn more about fintech along with people like my friends, and we had a lot of fun learning new stuff together and coming up with this solution. Thank you.
Thank you for your sharing. And the first runner-up of our IFTC challenge problem is Farm Tech by Dunman High School Team 1, which consists of members Dylan V, Christopher Ang, and Jusin. A hearty congratulations to DHS Team 1. And now we would like to invite the team to share their IFTC challenge problem experience. The floor is yours.
Okay, hi everyone. So sorry, I lagged just now and I didn't get to share my thoughts. So I shall just share it here. I feel that the whole competition has been really fulfilling, and I especially enjoyed the videos put up on the website, as we all got to learn a lot about the different aspects of fintech. And it's definitely not easy trying to come up with a solution to something that might not be very close to our lives, because agriculture is not something that Singapore is very specialized in. But I think that it was a good learning experience, and I would do it all over again. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And now, the grand winner of the IFTC challenge problem this year. Drum roll, please. Is Eunoia Junior College Team 1, which consists of team members Alma Ng and Joshua Tan. Congratulations to EJC Team 1. Now, we would like to invite the team to share the IFTC challenge problem experience. Eunoia Junior College Team 1, the team is yours. The floor is yours.
And thank you so much. And I think we have really learned a lot throughout the journey of completing the task and also attending all the different seminars. And I think besides learning more about like how fintech is applied in our everyday lives, I think it really pushes us to think about how it can be further applied in different areas, especially in areas where it's in high demands, for example, in sustainability sectors, in food security. So I think that really brought us in coming up this idea about how we can help the agricultural sectors in the region, especially the Southeast Asian region. And I am really grateful for this opportunity to be part of this competition, because I get to work better with my friends and also get advice from different people, which I think is really meaningful. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, EJC Team 1. Next, we'll be moving on to the People's Choice Awards prizes. Measured using the number of likes and engagements through their Instagram posts, the People's Choice Award aims to make fintech learning accessible to everyone, where participants share their presentation videos to the wider community. Through the People's Choice Award, we have encouraged the greater community to benefit from our challenged problem, as well through learning more about fintech.
With a total number of 732 views and 206 likes, the runner-up for the People's Choice Award for IFTC 2022 is Raffles Institution Team 2 with Project Fintech Fingers. This team will receive $40 worth of gift cards along with the IFTC merchandise. Congratulations.
And the winner of the People's Choice Award 2022 with a grand total of 4,509 views and 402 likes is Eunoia Junior College team with Pharmatech EGC1. This team will receive $80 worth of gift cards. Congratulations again to Pharmatech EGC Team 1. And now we will now be announcing the top 3 participating schools for IFTC 2022. This takes into account student participation for our Learning Festival quizzes and panel discussions. The second runner-up for the top participating school is Tampines Meridian Junior College, or TMJC. Congratulations. The first runner-up for our top participating school is Catholic Junior College, or CJC. And finally, the school with the highest participation rate is Victoria Junior College, or VJC. We would like to congratulate all of the teams, and thank you so much for joining the IFTC 2022. Over to you.
As the organizers of IFTC 2022, we will now share our concluding remarks while giving a short wrap-up of everything that we've all gone through together. Kenny, please.
Thank you, everyone. We are all here today to celebrate the end and the closure of IFTC Learning Festival. And I can't believe that it has been already a 1-year-long journey for all of us, the organizing teams, as well as the participants here today. And I would like to take a few minutes to talk less about the success of IFTC, but more about my experiences and something that might be familiar and relatable to all of us. From spending countless hours researching cryptocurrencies and digital banking, producing study guides and videos for the learning festivals, where all of you get to learn about fintech through 13 episodes of comprehensive content, to moderating 2 panel discussions, healthcare and green fintech, with our fantastic experts, where we can see the application of fintech in different academic fields, which we hope have helped with your challenge problems. This has truly been a fruitful and enriching journey for a student like me, and it will definitely be one of the few best memories in my short JC life. Next, I would like to express my gratitude towards everyone that makes the edition of IFTC possible. Firstly, to Dr. Lilian Ko, the founder and CEO of Fintech Academy, who has always been working behind the scene, constantly vetting countless proposals and changes that we have made and teaching us about various aspects of fintech. We wouldn't be here today without you, so thank you very much. I would also like to thank all the NJC teachers involved, Mr. Kester Wong, the pioneer of IFTC, who always guided us last year, started IFTC and instilled in us various life skills we won't find elsewhere. Thank you to Ms. Yong and Mr. Go for always assisting us with logistics, teaching us invaluable lessons along the way as well. And most importantly, thank you to Mr. Ang, our principal, for joining us today and constantly supporting our IFTC journey. I would also like to thank all the fintech experts and speakers for our panel discussions: Jean, Mr. Joe Chua, Dr. Monica, Mr. Branson Lee, Mr. Rahan Ahmed, and Mr. Benjamin So, for taking their precious time to talk to all of us and share their insights about fintech. And definitely many thanks to my awesome logistics and admin teams and my partner in all of this, Edward. And you have been an amazing fellow organizer. And even though we kind of disagreed on some stuff, but I could not be more proud of you for going through this journey with me. And most importantly, thanks to all participants and participating schools, as well as the teachers in charge. This event would definitely not be possible without you guys, and you guys are definitely awesome. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to organize this event for all of you. And we sincerely apologize if we had caused any inconvenience to you along the way. I am an 18-year-old guy, such a young person to take on such a huge role with huge responsibility. And I, as much as anyone, realize that I still have a lot to learn to take on the task that the world would throw at our generation. That is why I thank you now. And I have been inspired by so many of your solutions today. And I am constantly delighted at the level of intellectual standards and the skills that you show, that I can only feel hope for the future of our generation. I know that I might not be as experienced as many others who might have organized IFTC better. Nevertheless, I have learned a lot from being your organizer, and it has truly been an honor being your organizer for this learning extravaganza. In fact, today is not about celebrating the end of IFTC journey. Today is far from the end, and it's just the beginning. To all of the award winners, I would like to congratulate you once again, and to everyone else who participated in IFTC, I would like to, I hope that you will, as I will enjoy continuing learning about fintech, cherish it, and dole out its fruits no matter where you might be heading in life. Thank you again for joining, and hope to see you guys in the next edition of IFTC.
Thank you, Kenny. Just like Kenny, I've also had quite an eventful journey in directing IFTC. From what started off as just an attachment with Fintech Academy, I never imagined 1 year later they will be hosting such a large-scale event, the IFTC 2022, for tertiary institutions in Singapore. My first taste of content creations was from the Learning Festival videos, where we worked on script writing, production, and the post-production publicity process. We then created study guides as an extension to each Learning Festival video, which helped us gain a deeper understanding of the fintech landscape in Singapore. To continue where Kenny left off on the IFTC journey that you guys have taken, our second panel discussion was on green fintech, where we discussed with experts involved in various aspects of fintech. However, the challenge problem was an integral part of the IFTC experience for all of us here today. You were given challenge problem statements and prepared team reports and product pictures for your video presentation. The teams were then given Q&A questions posed by their judges, which they answered in a recorded video response. To all 15 teams that participated in our challenge problems, I would like to invite all of you to give yourself a pat on your back for the wonderful effort that you've put in, as evident in your elaborate solutions. I was duly impressed with all the solutions prepared, along with the pitching skills from our 46 participants. Regardless of whether or not you'll be walking away today with an award, the biggest gift that each and every one of you have gained is actually your experience through competing in this challenge and your exposure to the world of fintech. Although today might be the ending of your journey with us, it marks a new beginning for all of you. With all of you graduating this year, you'll be going to different walks of life and you'll be constantly interacting with a fast-changing world around you. The future will be defined by us, the youth, and we hope that you'll take a more active stance in dealing with societal issues. Just as we've learned from the challenge problem, you can use various business solutions to help solve societal issues, contributing to a better world for yourself and for those who come after you. As I end off, I would like to quote from Mr. Alvin Yong, also a social entrepreneur who I conversed with a few days ago. Explore, travel, and learn as much as you can. The future is in the hands of our youth, and we all have the ability to work together for a better future by contributing the little ways that we can to the world around us. Thank you.
Thank you, Edward. To finally conclude IFTC 22, we will have our final remarks from Dr. Lilian Koh, founder and chairman of Fintech Academy. Dr. Koh, please.
I am so impressed by the wonderful youth, for youth, by youth, and we are able to be here today because it's all the work by you guys. All right, congratulations to the start of this journey, and I am very, very confident that through this first step in this journey, and if you remain curious, stay relevant, we will all be future ready. So with this, I like to congratulate each and every one of you for being here and for taking this first step. And definitely would like to see our various contributors to make this happen. It doesn't happen today, right? It happened in November 2020, when Mr. Kester, an NJC teacher, but who's now with MOE HQ, came to attend one of our classes. Fintech Academy offers sessions, to create awareness for everyone. So he was at one of the sessions when he said, could we do something for our NJC students? I say, sure, there's plenty of opportunities. And it goes like, may I attach the students to you on internship? And the rest is history. So today It is possible with the support of NJC principal and teachers, and this empowerment has seen us to proceed to the Learning Festival that you have heard about and you have experienced, and the wonderful multiplier effect we see when Kenny and Edward got his fellow students together to do the filming, recording, editing, lots of work. At the end of the day, it benefits every one of us, benefits everyone. You inspire you enough to take on the challenge, to read more, research more, and we all see it in your efforts. So the judges were having a really, really hard time. It's like every one of you should be getting a prize, all right? But so what we do then is we are going to send you some evaluation forms and some to capture your thoughts so that you can tell us what you have learned. And it leaves me now to say, let us all embark on this journey together of lifelong learning. Stay curious. And can I have the list of acknowledgements to thank everyone? We move on to the next slide. The next slide. Yeah, so don't worry if you didn't clinch a first prize, second prize, third prize. It doesn't matter at all. All right, like what Edward and Kenny have said, and the principal started this morning, and our special guest, Mr. Shadab, this morning, as well as Eelee. We all benefit lots more than money value. Okay, and with that, thank you, dear teachers. Thank you, dear students, participants, judges, and the wonderful panel speakers, and of course, our team at Fintech Academy. Thank you very much, and all the best. Let's keep going. Hip hip, hooray, and cheer for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ko. We have now come to the end of IFTC 2022. All teams will receive their merch bags containing the IFTC t-shirts and certificates, along with the awards for winning teams, which will be sent out to your school at a later date. Do keep a lookout.
Feedback form will also be sent out to all challenge problem participants, and we hope to receive your feedback on IFTC 2022 so that we can improve the future iterations of IFTC.
Thank you everyone for joining us at IFTC this year.
And have an awesome day. Thank you.